Again, Roger Martin for Billings, Montana. When I looked at this video, they said there were 67,000 indictments, and who knows how many are going to Congress, but they loaded all these up, and this was a QMAP Public, I don't know where she got this figure from, but very interesting to say the least. And we have different things signed into law on human trafficking and other things.
December the 7th, 2018, the President signed into law S-2152, the Amy, Vicky, and Andy Child Pornography Victim Assistance Act of 2018, which requires federal courts to mandatorily pay restitution against the defendant who is convicted for trafficking in child pornography. Boom in your globalist New World Order face. All of these globalists and New World Order slime bucket, pedophile, creep, disgusting, Satan-worshipping POSs are involved in human trafficking of some kind, you guys. It's known. This order backs up an order that Trump signed December of 2016, which will seize all the assets of anyone arrested and convicted on human trafficking child.
Wow. They can seize their assets, which is good. He's taking the money away from the cabal and the deep state. Wow. So she's saying Trump in time will go after the globalists. I hope so.
But what President Donald Trump's laid into place since he's taken office is laws that when the time comes, he can go after the big globalists, the very, very top echelons, and start arresting them, seizing all their assets, and once convicted in a federal court, it says it right here, mandatory restitution will go to these children of trafficking and child pornography. This is a blessing beyond a blessing. I needed to bring it to you. I look at it as a divine Christmas gift from God. We will start seeing mass arrests at the tippy top of this globalist New World Order criminal cabal that's trying to take over the entire planet Earth and rule over the dominion of every human being, and they focus on our children, and it's gonna.
Now some more on Guantanamo Bay.
Local guys from the intelligence are part of the Wheeling News Register. It's the 305th Military Police Company deploys to Guantanamo Bay. Notice your timestamp, December the 2nd. Pentagon delivers new guidelines on transferring detainees to Guantanamo. Washington Defense Secretary Jim Mattis has given the White House its new policy guidance on transferring detainees to the U.S. Naval Base in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. A critical report intended to outline whether the Pentagon backs promises President Donald Trump made on the campaign trail to fill the prison with, quote, bad dudes. This policy provides our war fighters guidance on nominating detainees for transfer to Guantanamo detention should that person present a continuing significant threat to the security of the United States. Because when it comes to Guantanamo, Trump is truly the builder-in-chief. Now, the article is from the Miami Herald by Carol Rosenberg, March 28th this year. The Trump administration has more than $200 million in new construction teed up for Guantanamo this year and next, combining new funding in the $1.3 trillion spending bill and existing projects. The biggest ticket item for the U.S. Navy base in Cuba is the so-called omnibus spending law, is $115 million for a new 848 troop barracks across the street from the McDonald's and the commissary to consolidate enlisted prison staff under one roof. That's a lot of troops. There's not many people there yet. A dive into the documents that underpin the spending bill that President Donald Trump signed Friday, declaring nobody read it or read it. It's only hours old. Some people don't even know what's in it. Indicates Congress did not fund a new $60 million prison for the 15 high-value detainees at Guantanamo. 15 people, guys, there now. Think about that are called high-value. 848 troops. Yeah. It says this is called Camp 7. It does, however, devote $66 million to 150 prisoner jail with campus at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State for troops and airmen accused of crimes. Now, this military base in Guantanamo, guys, we don't know exactly what's being built there. Trump's pretty smart. Any of these barracks could more than likely be easily converted. But there's no way you're going to need the 848 troop barracks with 15 high-value detainees. Just wouldn't be worth it. You could put them in jail in the U.S. and be done with that. Also says that the new barracks had been championed by Trump's Chief of Staff, John Kelly, during his years as a Marine General at the U.S. Southern Command and rejected by President Barack Obama, who wanted the prison complex closed. Why? Would you want to have to sit across the hall and through the cell bars and look at Hillary?
200. All right. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5. Evidently, this is from
Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah.
Look at all those cameras. A lot of shots. Someone starts some stuff out. It's a nasty water.
The people we have in here now are accused of executing or planning events that killed Americans. They recruited people to kill Americans. They trained people to kill Americans. They trained people how to build bombs. That's what I meant by the bad guys here.
All right, there we are, guys. We're hoping Hillary's going to be in there too. Anyhow, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. There's more and more stuff coming out. You can hardly keep up with it, but obviously the 200 million plus was spent on there, and we don't know all the details of the size, the barracks, the prisons, the other stuff, but it also has been linked out. There is a court set up there too, where they can prosecute, bring those people in, try them, and put them in prison. There's a court system set up there as well. Very interesting. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Happy New Year.